Okay. All right. It says I'm live. No, I do not know if I'm live. I'm trying to use a new streaming software, so maybe it's coming over better. I do not know. So, do we have people? Software, so maybe it's coming over better. I do not know. So, do we have people? All right. So, come over and talk to me. All right. So, come over. So, come over and talk to me. All right. All right. So, do we have people? I don't know. Is this working? I don't see nobody in the comment section. Well, anyway, now that we got this going on, you just watch and go along with me. Is this what you guys get to see? I don't know if this is working, but at least I can show some documents. So there you go. That horizontal line represents the line of the Earth. Now, these curves that I'm skipping all this stuff because this is about frequencies and, of course, the propagation of the electromagnetic field. So I'm basically skipping all this because yes, it's important to know the electromagnetic field of the Earth, but what's important to me is the flat Earth part. So, as you can see in Figure 6, comparison of a principal field from an ideal dipole-oriented perpendicular and horizontal to a homogeneous flat Earth. So that means a uniform throughout. That's what it means. It's uniform throughout, which is flat. So, that's pretty interesting. Right here is Figure 7, same thing. And let's go down to the conclusion. And what is this? Oh, right here. Let's read this first paragraph. A suite of lab, M-files have been developed to calculate the electromagnetic fields produced by vertical and horizontal infinitesimal unit dipole over a homogeneous flat ground plane. What? Says it right there. A flat ground plane. Calculations for the fields above the ground plane have been made for various ground plane conductivities and relative dielectric constants, and the calculations bound in particular range of parameters representative of natural Earth terrain. Oh, so these calculations are representative of natural Earth terrain, which is the flat ground plane. Huh. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? So I have no idea. Is there anybody watching this right now? So come into the chats. I don't even know if you can hear me. So I'm gonna write in the chats. It says I got 2 people watching, but I mean I don't hear or see. Well, I wouldn't hear anybody. But is anyone live with me? Here, let me invite some people here. Copy, paste. So if you want to come live, go to the StreamYard. We'll see how that works out. I don't know if it's all sketchy or whatever, but so let's go back over here to the military document. It talks about the flat Earth. I mean, look at that. It's the title. Hmm. Approved for public release, distribution unlimited. Cool. February 2001. Says right down here, if you could see, says the general homogeneous plane boundary. Homogeneous. Okay, that's the word. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong. So homogeneous, a general homogeneous plane boundary. So homogeneous means I had to look this up. Listen, nobody can know everything, but I had to look up what homogeneous I just said it wrong. Said it wrong, but I just looked up what this meant, and it means consistent, the same throughout. So throughout the whole Earth, it's a plane. Okay, plane's flat. Okay, and we're talking about horizontal polarized field. All right, and then there's a lot of frequencies involved here. So the most of the math that's in this document is explaining the frequencies and the different dipole linear movements of the electromagnetic field over the Earth. All right. So, which is not that really, I mean, sure, it's very important to understand them. But when it comes down to talking about flat Earth, it's right in the title. I mean, so I ain't gonna lie to you. They're like, there's math, and I'll show you the math. I don't but this math that they're talking about. So this here, let's talk about this figure one first. This horizontal line represents Earth. Okay, that horizontal line represents Earth. Now, so Now this is about the frequencies and the different um, linear waves that they have, which is not. Again, I'll be honest with you. Some of this stuff I'm not really quite sure. Let's look at some of this math. I don't even know what none of this means really. When it comes down to some of these formulas. Let's see here. So these are different ways here. Mm-hmm. Go through here. Where's all that math at? Those formulas that I was looking at. Was it back towards the top? So there's people out there, like McToon. McToon will say, "Oh, because you don't understand this math is what proves it's a globe." Because you got McToon and other globers out there. Listen, that has nothing to do with globe. Look at that. The peak power radiated by a unit dipole. All right, that has nothing to do with the Earth when it comes to it being a globe. So McToon is out there telling people, "Oh, because you don't understand this math, that math makes it a globe." No, that math does not make a sphere. Okay, all this math does is get. See, look at that. Oh, this is where horizontal polarization. I mean, this is how you would find it. Okay, so you're right. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at that math, I don't know what that math is saying. And I clearly couldn't really tell you. Yeah, that's not. See, McToon's going to be telling people, "Oh, that right there makes it a globe." No, sorry, McToon. That's talking about the electromagnetic field over flat Earth. Okay, in case you missed the title, in case you missed the title of this document, the propagation of the electromagnetic fields over flat Earth. And all those math equations, the propagation of the electromagnetic field. What does that mean? What does the propagation mean? It means basically where it goes, the lines of I don't know what that's called, line of deviation. I'm not really quite sure. Maybe I got that term wrong, but I'm sure McToon will try to correct me because I don't have a problem telling people the things I know and don't know. So I'm not even sure how. Huh. Well, nobody's saying anything. Nobody's watching. Nobody's coming over. Oh, maybe I'll just see if it came up. But at least I got to go over the propagation of the electromagnetic field. And you're right; those equations. I don't know how to read those equations, but I tell you this much: those equations are talking about the propagation of the electromagnetic field. I showed you the few. Here, let's go back there. Let's go. I'll go right back before I end it. So there is Earth represented on this in this report. So let's go back up here. So, like I said, these are the fields, all right? So that doesn't represent the shape of the Earth at all. This represents the shape of the field, the electromagnetic field. So, McToon, you're wrong. For all your people out there saying oh, you don't understand what this document is saying. I clearly understand what this document is saying, all right, when it comes to the Earth being flat and motionless, all right? I mean, that's pretty important. I mean, it clearly tells you what it is, what those formulas are. Does it say anywhere in here it's a globe spinning, flying through space? I mean, did I miss that part in this document? No. So, how about these curves? Do these curves represent the Earth curve? Oh, no, they don't. They're waves, the frequency waves. Oh, that's what they represent. Hmm. I don't know, McToon. I don't see you in here. That represents the curved and spinning ball Earth that you've been telling people they're actually in it. Nope, it's not there either. Hmm. Homogeneous flat Earth. I see that. I see homogeneous flat Earth. We got horizontal. And this. Where's that other one I was looking at? McLooney Tune. So for those of you who don't know, McToon is a glober who goes after all the flat earthers and tries to discredit them. You'll be here, McToon. You'll be able to discredit the person in the sense that perfect, right? You're going to be able to bring up dirt on everybody, but you're not going to be able to bring up dirt on God when it comes to creation. Sorry, McToon. I mean, you can bring up dirt on the people all day long that are in flat Earth, but you're not going to bring up dirt on God. So there you go. So on, I mean, this shows it right here. If we were on a spinning Earth, this horizontal line would be a curved line. You have to understand that. In order for all their mathematics to work out, okay, if we truly lived on a spinning ball Earth, this line would be curved, but it's not. It's horizontal. Plain and simple, easy peasy. So they even describe space here. The lower half of space is Earth, and the upper space is air. Hmm. Funny how they don't talk about the vacuum of outer space. Huh? Where's that? Where's the vacuum of outer space? Context. Oh, here's another thing right here. Or the vertical dipole over Earth. You could not have a vertical dipole if the Earth was a spinning ball flying through space, because that vertical will no longer becomes vertical anymore. You know, if we were supposedly spinning around the sun flying through space, then the vertical will become horizontal. It'll become caddy warning backwards. Like it would be pointing all over the place. All right. This is just one of their documents that they got. I mean, hopefully this came through. I don't know who's watching or what.